Hello. Here we are again.
Hello. Hello. Here we are again. Good evening,
It's
Phil. We can say
it's
good evening
Wednesday.
now. We can say good evening now. It's 7 p.m.
Yes, 7
Rem-
p.m. It's dead evening.
remember the lesson yesterday? We were asking when it was appropriate to say good evening or not. Yeah. The difference between the evening as perceived by Italians and the
Yeah,
Anglo-Saxons.
yeah. I would say good evening after 5 p.m. But you, I
Hmm.
think, would say good evening after
Uh,
7 p.m. usually.
no. I would say after 6 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
It's like happy
I think
medium.
morning is 6 a.m. to early morning is 6 a.m. to midday, 6 hours
Right.
all the time. And from midday to about 6 p.m., you can say afternoon because noon, 12 o'clock is noon.
Yeah.
Anything after that is the
It's
afternoon.
afternoon. Exactly.
Sorry? Yeah, everything
Good
after that is
afternoon.
afternoon. And then
Perfect.
evening is from 6. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of the day?
Difficult question. I don't know. It depends on what I'm doing, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so if you're doing something interesting, it becomes interesting. But
Hmm.
otherwise, I don't know. I really don't know. The night is amazing because I love to sleep and relax. Yeah. To sleep, relax, to unwind, or whatever, and then so it's very important, after a long day to be able to relax, uh, you know, just do nothing and then sleep. Mm.
Yeah,
What about you?
exactly.
What's your favorite part of the day?
Oh, well, I don't know. I In the weekend, I quite like the afternoon. I think the afternoon is my favorite part of the day. Yeah, it depends what's going on.
In
Depends
fact,
what's going
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, because also
Um,
the
I like
morning.
the morning.
uh, I love the morning. I mean, wake up. I prefer the morning at the weekend.
Yeah,
When I don't need to work, I just wake up
and no
when I want to
responsibilities.
have a good breakfast, stay on the sofa, switch on the TV,
If
follow
you're joining
international
now,
news.
people, say hello. Say hello. Write in the comments. Say hello.
Hello,
Hello.
guys. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Can you see people already, Phil?
No, well, there's three people watching, but they are very
Mm.
shy, very quiet. Four people.
Oh,
Um,
oh.
hello. Say hello in the comments.
Mm.
Now, um,
So yes.
if if the lockdown, well, if the virus suddenly disappeared tomorrow,
Hmm.
what would you do? Because we're looking at conditionals today. So if the
Well,
virus suddenly disappeared, what would you
so
do?
you were assuming that it's improbable. Yeah, yeah. Well, if it disappeared tomorrow, I think that's improbable. But if it suddenly disappeared tomorrow, I would celebrate. Mm.
And how would you celebrate if it disappeared
I
tomorrow?
I would celebrate by leaving the house and not coming back until very, very late. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? What would you do if the virus disappeared tomorrow?
I would take the longest walk ever that I've ever
Hmm.
done. I would probably
Hmm.
walk the entire day around Milan because that's
Milano.
where we are. We are in Milan.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
would
go
walk the
running.
Duomo,
Uh,
and I would feel so appreciative of what we have.
in
Yeah.
fact, I mean, I'm sure most of us or all of us, we will really appreciate a lot of ordinary, normal things
Yeah.
much more after this whole crisis. Yeah.
So what about you at home? What would you do if the virus miraculously disappeared tomorrow? Oh, we have Anna. I remember Anna. Hello again.
Hi, Anna from Palermo. Anna Fu. Wow, it's an interesting surname. from Palermo.
Hmm.
Yeah. Phil, you went to Palermo, right?
Yes, I went to Palermo in December. That was my
Right.
first time in Sicily. I was
That
very
was your
impressed.
third time.
First.
Oh, first. Oh, okay. All right. I haven't really visited. I was there, but I really didn't visit. I went for something else. And did you
Oh,
did you did you,
Beatrice says,
hi from Beatrice Paterna? Beatrice is from the school. Hi everyone, nice to see you again.
it's nice to see you too,
Beatrice,
Beatrice.
she's a lawyer.
Ah, hi,
Yeah.
Beatrice.
Hello, Beatrice. How are you? Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, okay. And then we have Venanzio Rossi is from Pescara.
Okay.
That's also in the middle of Italy, right?
Yeah.
Venanzio hi,
I've
from
been
Pescara. Have you been there?
I've been through Pescara to visit a friend that lived on the coast.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Which of
but
the coast?
I've never
All
stopped
right.
in Pescara.
All right. Okay. I've been near Pescara, if I'm not mixing up places. I was in a place called Monte Silvano. Right. I suggest you to visit Palermo. It's a fantastic city. I agree with you, Anna. Phil was there, and I think he can confirm what you are saying. And I would really like to visit. But Phil, is there a better way of saying I suggest you to visit?
Oh, yes, I would say,
I would recommend visiting.
yeah.
Hmm.
Or you can say, I suggest you visit, but not
I
with
suggest
not with
you
two.
visit. Okay,
Yeah,
I suggest you visit,
yeah,
or I'd recommend visiting. It's a fantastic city.
yeah,
Yeah, I
lovely.
hear there's a lot of history there because there have been so many people there. I mean, the Spanish and then other cultures in the past. So I think
Hmm.
I hear you can find all of these things in Palermo. I haven't been. Anyway,
All right, shall we start the show?
I think so. I think so. Yeah,
Let's do it.
we do have enough people.
Yeah,
So why
we have
not? Mm,
we have a lot of people now, so well, we have five.
mm.
I think we had more people in the last one. Let's hope we get 10. That would be nice. 10 is a good amount. Cool. And
Yeah,
then
but this is also dinner time, I think.
oh, yeah, people are
Venancio
eating
says
dinner. That's right.
I've been in Palermo and in Mondello as well. I
Hmm.
don't know. Is Mondello near Palermo, Phil?
I don't know. Never heard of it. I don't
All right.
know. Where is Modelo?
I have
Where's
no idea.
Modelo?
Maybe is that the seaside? Anafu, if coronavirus disappeared, I would hug my mother.
Oh,
That's very
that's
emotional,
lovely.
isn't it?
That's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure your
Yeah.
mother would be very happy to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. That's a good answer. So yeah, we were asking, what would you do if the virus miraculously disappeared?
disappeared tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's perfect. So if the virus disappeared, I would. Okay. So, Montello is the
Is
beach
the
of.
beach of Palermo? I thought I heard something. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Mm.
Hi, Jada.
And that's Jada is from Modena. Okay.
Mm, yeah.
Hello.
I don't think I've been to Modena, but I would like to go one
I,
time.
I
Okay.
I have seen the
Is
city
it nice?
center. It is, but that's the city of Pavarotti, of a number of people, of Ferrari, Yeah. Aria
Yeah.
Spada. Good evening, Aria. Good evening, Aria.
All
Yeah.
right. Would you like to read the objectives?
So, title is What Would You Do? What would you do? In this focus activity, revisions of second and third conditions, asking and answering hypothetical questions.
Hmm.
So that's what we're
So,
going to cover today.
yeah, first of all, how many types of conditional sentences are there?
We have basically four because there is a zero conditional,
Yeah.
after which we have first, second, and third.
Yeah.
So
And then we also have mixed
mixed
conditionals.
conditional.
So
Yeah.
we can also maybe do some mixed conditionals today. So
Mm.
four or even maybe five different types of conditional phrases. We can
Mhm.
quickly just go through the zero and the first conditional just to get it out of the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
because they are not covered here. Yeah.
yeah.
Arya says, if the virus disappeared tomorrow, I would simply go around enjoying the spring without
Oh,
a mask, turning among the people. Incredible how much normal things are missing. Turning among the people.
I think
Mm,
maybe going around,
just going around.
going around,
Hmm.
or walking along the people, among the people.
Okay,
Walking,
walking
turning,
among the people like
turning.
before. It's just
It's not.
turning.
It's
Mm.
not turning, which like in Italian you can use, but maybe walking among the people. All right.
Mm.
So let's go through the zero and first conditional.
Because they are not covered in this lesson, so I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the zero conditional. Maybe we can ask the students
Oh,
when
maybe
do
some people
we
have
use
an
it?
idea already. So, what is the zero conditional,
Um,
and when do we use it?
yeah.
So, zero conditional. Are we waiting for them, or let's go
Yeah,
ahead? So,
we'll wait for them a couple of minutes. Maybe put your answer in the comments. Let's see if
hmm
you can answer. I'm sure somebody can answer.
oh yeah.
Hmm. And also
Well,
the
it,
first conditional, maybe you can also say,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. It's actually very good to be able to distinguish the zero, especially the first, from the second and the third,
yeah.
and in order to know exactly when to use them. Venancio says, like present.
I mean, yeah, it is like the present. So we use the present simple tense, right?
Yeah, we've got two present simple tenses. You've
Yeah,
got the if, which is characteristic of all the conditionals, and then we have two present tenses in the zero conditional. All right. Aria says, I think with if and present and present.
yeah. And if you can answer in the comments, when do we use it as well? When do we
So when
use
do
it?
we use it? Phil, you
So
want
I
to write
put
down the exact structure, if, present simple, and present simple. Fantastic, guys. So you can see Phil has put it down there for you. The structure of the zero conditional is if, present simple, and present simple.
exactly.
And Beatrice has the answer. She
Yeah.
says, maybe it is used when the events are true or really.
Real.
When things that are things that are always true,
Always true.
things that are always true, or for scientific facts.
Yeah. So zero conditional for facts, things that are always true.
Hmm.
Um, okay. So I'll just see if I can find some zero conditional questions that we can
Mhm.
ask each other. Um, okay. If you
What?
if you
Mhm.
have to work, what time do you wake up?
If you,
If you
sorry,
have to wake up, if you have to work in the day, what time do you wake up
if I have to wake up, if I have to work,
to work?
I wake up. If I have to work, I wake up at 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. Ah, really? It's 6 in the morning.
Yeah, yeah, because I need to. It takes me about an hour to get ready, to be ready to leave the house. Uh, Shaving if I need to, breakfast, shower, getting ready, 5 minutes by car to the train station. So all that I need to calculate an hour.
Let's think of questions. What do you do? Okay, what do you do if you get a headache? What do you do?
If I get a headache, I don't do anything now. Yeah, generally,
You
because
got
yeah,
That's
generally,
always true. That's constant.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I prefer, except it's something serious, I prefer to avoid medication as long as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, so I sleep more, uh, uh,
Okay.
I work less.
Yeah.
So if M gets a headache, he rests. He doesn't take a pill. Wow,
Right.
thank you very much. Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Mm.
And how about if what what do you do if you if you if you oh if you
Can I ask
forget
you one?
somebody's
Can I ask
birthday?
you one? Can
Yes,
I
go
ask
on.
you one? What happens if you put your finger in boiling water?
Oh,
That's you or anybody, because this is valid for everybody. What happens if you put your finger in boiling water?
I'll ask the students.
Yeah. So, guys, what happens if you put your finger in boiling water? Yes.
And
What?
then to answer, you should use a reflexive verb. Let's see if somebody uses a reflexive verb.
So, what happens if one puts their finger in boiling water? But sometimes the you in English is also neutral. So, you or anybody.
Yeah, you is impersonal, not just you,
Impersonal.
but you in general.
Yeah. You have an answer. I cook my finger. Well, it must be delicious. I'm sure it's going to be very delicious. Uh,
Maybe not the correct verb.
yeah, cook. Oh boy. Ah, ah. Boiled. It's going to be boiled finger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
Why not?
Cook your
Why not?
finger.
Yeah. Why not? Some boiled eggs or some boiled finger.
I think you hurt yourself if you if you put your finger in boiling water, you hurt yourself. Okay,
Yeah. So if you
you
put your
you
finger in boiling water, it hurts.
it hurts. Yeah, yeah.
So another present simple, present simple. If you put your
Okay.
finger in boiling water, it hurts.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Moving on. So enough. Okay. Exactly. Jada said, if I put my finger in
Jada said, I put my finger in boiling water, I burn myself. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Okay,
Or I
so
hurt myself.
first conditional then. Wait, hang on. I burn myself. I think maybe we should say I scold myself, right?
All
Because
right,
it's
yeah.
different to burn. Burn is when you touch something hot. Scold,
Oh,
I think, is for water to scold.
hmm
But I think is the spelling SCO or SCA? I always
I it would be SCO
yeah to scold.
because cold is also another word, as you very well know.
Hmm. Okay. First conditional then. First conditional. What is it and when do we use it? Tell us in the
But
comments.
so first conditional, okay. So the zero is if present simple and present simple for general facts and so on for something which is always true. The first conditional, what is it? When do we use it? Very good. So guys, come on.
I'll look for some first condition. All right. Well, yeah.
All right. First conditional. What is it, and when do we use it?
Yeah. Is it real? Is it unreal? Yeah. When? What's the tense?
So, if and do we have any answers, or we can just give
Venancio
it?
says hypothetical situations. It's not hypothetical
We're
situation.
not there yet. We're not at the
No,
hypothetical
hypothetical
stage yet.
situation for the second conditional, okay,
Conditional.
or the third conditional. Okay.
It's like if you don't hurry, you will miss the train. So with future in the second part. Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
If you don't hurry, you will miss the train. And
Well,
if you hurry, you will catch the train. Okay.
but you can invert it, Arya. You can say if you can say you will
You
miss the
you will miss
train.
the train if you don't hurry.
Yeah, but if is using the present simple, comma future simple, and it is for a possible situation.
In the future.
Yeah, and a future consequence, I would say.
All right. Let's say a probable future.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I put if present simple, future simple. So it's a
It's
possible
the
situation in the future comment. Venancio, you are doing the second conditional. You are jumping ahead of us.
hmm.
Okay, so Venancio is ready for the second conditional. So let's have a look.
Let's move on. So,
Let's move on.
uh, yeah. So we go to the lesson for today.
Yeah. Okay. Can you read?
Right. So second conditional. So second conditional. When is the second conditional used, and how is it formed?
Oh, we have a lovely example of the first conditional.
Anafu, if it is sunny tomorrow, I will stay on my balcony.
So that's
Wow.
a possible situation and a
Yeah.
consequence of that. Right.
Mm,
Very good.
mm. Right. So the second one, when is the second conditional used? How is it formed?
Right in the comments. We got some questions here as well. Oh,
Mhm.
oops. No, too much.
All right. So we
Give me the
have,
answer.
I think you have the structure.
Yeah, well, there we go. If past simple, comma, would plus bare infinitive. Okay. Well done if you were writing that or if you thought that. This is the second conditional. Now, we use the past simple to show a distance from reality. It is
Mhm.
not. It is not a real situation, exactly as Anna says.
Anafus has it. Second is used for unreal situation. That's great. That's exactly correct.
Okay, Venancio says is also now talking about the third conditional. I think Venancio, you are confusing your different conditionals. At the moment, we're talking about the second one. Okay, so for example, M.
Yeah. If I won the lottery, I will sail
Would
around the
sail.
world.
Yeah.
I will sail around the world. And you want to read the next one?
Yes, please.
If I could live anywhere, I would live in New York City. And if I were taller, I would play basketball. Yeah, Phil, I
So
think the last one introduces another slightly different element in the use of the second conditional. That is an impossible uh, an impossible present.
Hmm.
Yeah, so the first two are improbable, hypothetical, imaginary future. And that last one is to be more exact, an
Yeah.
impossible present. And the grammar structure is the same.
So if I
Yeah.
won the lottery today or tomorrow or next week, I would sail around the world. What would you do if you won the lottery?
It depends how much. It depends how much. Yeah. Give me an amount of money. But
Oh,
let's say
let's
10, let's
say
say 10, let's say 10
million,
million pounds.
million euros.
10 million pounds? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, what did you say?
euros.
A million or 10?
2 million.
2 million. Oh, that's okay. I used to use 1 million pounds for this example. And then I realized that in the center of Milano, some flats could cost that amount of money. So I
Yeah.
started to say 10 million. Anyway, yeah. Just in case, it happened. If I won 2 million, if I won 2 million euros, I would buy a bigger house and give some money to charity. Hmm.
Ah, lovely. That's very good of you.
Yeah, and you, what would you do if you won 2 million euros?
I would also share the money with other
Mhm.
people, but I think I would buy an apartment and a
Mhm.
really nice TV.
Oh, well, it's going to be a very, very big TV because we're
Yeah,
talking 2 million euros.
exactly.
Yeah.
How
All
about
right,
you
guys.
students
So,
at home? What would you do if you won 2 million euros?
uh,
Okay, and
yeah.
this
So,
let's
come on,
discuss
guys.
it. Yeah. In the meantime, if I could live anywhere, I would live in New York City. So if I could live anywhere today, I would
Mhm.
live. Well, I would still live in Italy. I would maybe live in the mountains in Italy, where the air
Mhm.
is cool, the climate is good,
Mhm.
and the air is fresh. But I love Italy, the north, so I would
Mhm.
stay in Italy. How about you, Em?
I,
Where would
I,
you
I
live?
agree with you. I agree with you. I would live in Italy, but I would travel more. So I would spend parts of a year in other places as well. Yeah,
Okay,
parts in the UK, and spend more time in other places.
lovely. And well, you're already as tall. I mean, we are as tall as each other, I think. Or maybe you're
No,
taller than
no,
me.
no, no. You're taller than me.
Are
Yeah,
you? Am I?
I I think so. I think you're slightly taller than me. I am
Uh,
1.72. What about you?
no, I'm about the same, I think. Yeah,
Oh, really?
maybe. Yeah,
Okay,
1.7 at least. Yeah.
maybe it's because because you quite slim.
I
So,
I wear boots.
all right. But usually, if you're slim, you look taller. Oh, it's yeah. Anna says, I would say my boss. Oh, I would tell my boss what I think of him. Oh
Okay,
no. I hope it's something beautiful. Yeah.
so be
Uh,
careful. So tell is a direct verb. I would tell my boss. Say is an indirect verb. I would say to my
to
boss
my boss.
what I really think of him.
Hmm.
That made me laugh. Okay, now I
Aria
would,
says, if I win, no, it's if I won,
if I won, yeah.
because it's imaginary. Hmm? If I won, which in Italian would be se vincessi.
See,
All right. So if I won 2 million euros, I would buy a super villa to be more comfortable in the next in
yes,
case oh no
yes.
the
And
next
Beatrice says,
pandemic. Uh all right. Beatrice says if I won 2 million euros, I would travel a lot. I would visit a lot of places.
absolutely.
Wow,
Which places
fantastic.
would you visit?
Beatrice, what places would you visit?
Okay.
Right. We have more questions.
Yeah. I'll read these ones, shall I?
Yeah, please do.
What would you do if you won $1 million in the lottery and you had to spend it in 30 days? What
In
would you do
30
if,
or 10 days?
yeah, I mean, that's not
Yeah.
very long. I mean, I
Or
could
you
spend
prefer
$1 million.
30 days because you have less time to spend the money, Phil.
Hmm.
Spend it now.
I could probably spend my €1 million in 2 days, possibly.
Yeah.
You buy a house, there you go,
Oh.
500,000 or
Or even a little more. And
more.
you need to keep a lot of money for that house. I mean, there are
Mhm.
other expenses and stuff. Mm.
But teacher said I would visit Argentina, Patagonia. Lovely.
Oh, okay.
I've never been to those places.
Neither have I.
What would you do if you had the chance to travel around the world and all the expenses paid for 7 days, but would lose your job in maybe let's not think about that one.
No, I don't
Losing
want
jobs,
to.
that's not a very nice one. Well, we can think about the last one. What would you do if you left something in a locked building?
Hmm. It happened. Something similar happened to me. If I locked something if I left something in a locked building, I don't know. I'll call the fireman.
Mm.
Yeah. Because there are rules and regulations. You can't break in yourself, and you can't climb certain places yourself. So you're better off with the authorities.
Yeah, maybe.
And yeah, what would you do if you left something in a locked building?
Well, maybe I would just wait until I was able to open it again. But if it was my apartment, well,
Mm.
I would call my flatmate and he would let me in.
Oh, okay, right, okay, right.
He would let me in.
Mm.
Okay.
Aria, too easy. If I had 10 days to spend all that money, there would be no coins left.
Lovely.
Yeah, very good. So good grammar as well. All everything is
Perfect.
correct there. If I had 10 days, Venancio, if I won $1 million, I would do what King Rama the 10th are doing right now. Who is King Rama the 10th?
I don't know. Oh, he's the ruler. He's the king of Thailand. He's a
Oh,
well-known
really?
playboy
Oh,
and is the only son of King Bhumibol, blah blah
okay. All right. Never
blah.
heard of him. Yeah,
I
I
suppose
would do. I would do what King Rama the 10th is doing because I
yeah,
think the
he's
king
only
is
one.
one person. King is doing right now.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
M.
So, what would you do if you could spend 20 minutes talking to the president of your country? Wow. You want to read the second one? What would you
Okay,
do if
what would you do if a famous movie star worth millions of dollars knocked on your apartment door and asked you to marry him or her?
Oh boy, I'm watching lots of cinema, lots of films these days. So I'm still
Margot,
waiting.
Margot Robbie
I'm still
arrived.
waiting. I'm still waiting for that knock. And what would you do if a dog on the street started talking to you in English?
My
Hmm.
goodness, what would you do?
All right, so guys, give us your answers. Give us your answers in the comments. What would you do if you found yourself in those situations?
Yeah.
Phil, what would you do if a famous movie star with millions of dollars knocked on your apartment door and asked you to marry her?
Well, my first thought is I would obviously accept.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
then I'm thinking, well, does that mean I have to live in America? Um,
Well,
is it going to be crazy? How does the person know who I
movie,
am?
yeah, movie stars are not. Yeah.
Just
Uh,
say yes.
oh, Venancio says, just say yes. Well, movie stars, loads of them are in the US, but they are not only in the US.
No, if it was a British movie star, for sure. Yeah,
Mhm,
absolutely. Yeah,
mhm.
an American movie star, maybe not. I wouldn't like to move to America.
Why?
Um,
Don't you like America?
well, I wouldn't like to live there.
Oh, okay.
And I don't dislike America.
Mhm,
I think it's a beautiful country with a lot of incredible people, but
yeah.
no, I would definitely not live there. No.
Okay, guys, do
Um,
we have your comments? Do we have any comments there?
well, it's just Venancio. We need more answers
Mhm.
for people to respond. Nadia says it's strange. It is strange. Well, yes, but what would you do? Because it's hypothetical, Adia. You have to think.
In fact, it's strange, and in fact, that's why it's imaginary. It's not normal. It has a very little probability of happening, so it's strange.
Okay, Venancio has written a comment, but I want him to correct himself.
Mm,
He's written a mistake. I want him to find it. So we can put it on here, just so you can see. But I want
mm,
Venancio to correct his own mistake.
mm. So, what would you do? So, would is your key, Venancio. There are a few mistakes there.
Yeah.
Instead, we want to know what would you do, not what will you do. What would you do? Would.
Hmm. I think the chat
All
lost the
right.
first part.
Arias says, I think the chat lost the first part.
I'm not sure what she means. What do you mean, Adia?
Uh, oh, of something that she wrote, probably.
Ah,
Hmm.
okay.
Anna Fu, unfortunately, I couldn't accept because I'm already married. Okay, so I wouldn't accept.
Well,
Hmm.
in that situation, couldn't you could say as well,
I
because
couldn't.
as the past of can, I can't even. I wouldn't be able to accept, or I couldn't accept. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't sounds more natural though. Or I
Well,
wouldn't
it depends
accept
what she means. It depends.
because I'm already married.
Yeah, maybe Anna says that she would like to, but it wouldn't be possible
Hmm.
in that case. Couldn't, I think. All right. How about the next ones?
Do we have any more reactions there?
Yes, Venancio says she doesn't know the divorce. I mean, that's not a very nice thing to say, Venancio. Be
She
nice.
doesn't. Oh, she doesn't know about divorce. Well, I think she's joking. Yeah.
And we should say, Venancio, how to get divorced as well. Or
Okay.
how to divorce.
Doesn't know about divorce, so how
Or
to get
about
divorced.
the divorce, yeah. All right, let's move on because I'm tired of the second conditional now. I want third
Yeah, in fact.
third conditional.
So third conditional. When is the third conditional used? How is it formed?
Hmm.
When
Tell
is
us
the
in the
third
comments.
conditional used? How is it formed?
Oh, Anna said about the dog.
Anna Fu, I would be happy to practice English with someone. All right. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So the third conditional now. How is it formed? Tell us in the comments. How do you use it when is it used? This is the most difficult part of today's lesson.
But there is a logic to when you use it.
Yeah. So the second conditional is an impossible situation, a hypothetical situation in the present or future. So the third conditional is an impossible situation, but not in the present. It is in
the past.
In the past, exactly.
In the past.
Okay.
Do we have any comments, guys? Any ideas?
Adia, I think, is having technical problems. She said, I have already answered, but perhaps it hadn't appeared. Maybe
it not appeared. Maybe too long or strange.
Okay. Venancio said, in the past, exactly, Venancio.
Yeah, it's used in the past. That's correct. Okay.
Impossible
situations. Impossible situations.
Very good. Let's look at the structure.
Sorry?
This is the structure.
Structure. So if plus past perfect would have plus past participle. If plus past perfect would have plus past participle. So past participle is the third column on your yeah. So example. So we can share the examples, Phil. I read the first one.
Yes, please.
If I had studied harder, I would have graduated. So this means that I didn't graduate and I didn't study harder. But if I had studied harder, I would have graduated. You want to read the second one?
Okay. If I had been born in England, I would have been fluent. Okay. Well, maybe I should change that to Italian. If I had been born in Italy, I would be fluent in Italian.
Oh yeah, that's
but
valid.
I wasn't born in Italy, so I'm not exactly fluent. Okay.
But I think you're on your way to being fluent, right? Now,
Hopefully.
so the last one. If I hadn't slept in, I wouldn't have been late to class.
Good.
If I hadn't slept in, I wouldn't have been late to class. So that means I slept in and I was late to class.
So there is also a consequence to that to the condition in the past. Everything is in the past.
Okay. So Anna Fu says the second example is perfect for me.
Yeah.
Which, if I had been born in England, I would have been fluent.
Okay.
Right.
Very good. Let's look at some questions. Maybe the students can answer the questions. Okay. How would today have been different if you had woken up too late, 2 hours late this morning? So my day would have been very different. I would have missed an arrival of a package, and my boss would have been very angry if I had woken up 2 hours late this morning. Okay, that's just me.
All right.
So
okay.
Think about the entire situation. And the second one, Em?
Oh, still the first one. If I had woken up 2 hours late this morning, I would have missed my first lesson. Second one, how would your life have been different if you had studied something different at university? If I had studied if I had studied something different like engineering, I would have been an engineer, maybe.
Yeah. So in the comments, you can answer any of those questions. All right. So starting like, if I had woken up too late this morning, or if I had studied something different, or if I had been born in ancient Egypt, and then I would have, or used.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Have a go in the comments. We'll wait for your answers.
All right. So, guys, practice your third conditional, how to use the third conditional. You have a chance to practice it now. So, write your own sentences using the prompts, trying to answer the questions or any of the questions you want. So, it doesn't have to be the first or the second or the third, anyone that you like. And
Anyway,
we would like to see.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
If you had chosen a different career, what would you have studied, or what would you
Have done.
have chosen? So not an English
Well,
teacher.
I would have worked for the radio maybe because
Ooh,
that was what I did before I arrived in Italy.
right.
Mm.
Because you have such a wonderful voice, it's very, very good for
Yours is not bad at all. Yeah, yeah, it's not bad too.
Thank you.
Mm.
All right,
Yeah.
we got an example from Adia. Would you like to read with
All right. So
your voice?
Aria says, "You want to read?"
No, you go.
Oh, okay, okay. If I had been born in ancient Egypt, I would have tried to understand how the pyramids. Oh, how the pyramids were built. Okay. If I had been born in ancient Egypt, I would have tried to understand how the pyramids were built. So
Or
that
how
would
they
be,
built the pyramids.
oh, how they built the pyramids. Okay.
Yeah, well
Hmm.
done, well done, Adia. Yeah, good job.
Okay.
She said
So
that with pride.
she self-corrected. Okay. Sorry,
Well
how they
done.
built the pyramids. That's a very good one.
Yeah,
Do you have more examples, guys?
yeah. Well, if I had chosen something different, maybe I would have decided to be a doctor because it's I really like to help people,
People. Okay.
and I
Yeah.
think it's a very worthy job, isn't it? All right,
Yeah.
Venancio.
Yeah. Venancio says, if I had been born in California, I would become a great surfer. Well, that's introducing an element. So mixing if he really understands it, mixing the third conditional and then the second. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, but if you want to stay, if you want to do strictly third conditional, then we would have to change the second part as well.
yeah.
But
There is a mistake there, Venancio. So if I had been born in California, that's okay. I
mm,
would, and then we're missing an auxiliary verb. I would, because it's in the
mm.
past. We're thinking
So
in the past.
I would have become.
Exactly.
mm, So it should be I would
Great
have
surfer. Surfer is
become
correct.
a great surfer. So that
Or,
means Venancio likes surfing. I think.
or you can say, I would be a great surfer now. Okay.
Mm.
If you want to talk about now. So that would be a mixed conditional. If I
Yeah,
had been born in California, I would be a great surfer now, or I would
okay,
have become a great
a
surfer.
great
Okay,
surfer.
no problem, Venancio. Thank you. Good.
Mm. Yeah.
It's cool that you like surfing. I hope that you get the opportunity to go surfing soon. Right. So we've looked at what have we looked at, today? What have we done?
Well, we took a quick look at the zero and first conditionals, which were not here. And that zero conditional, first conditional. So
Yeah,
zero is for something which is generally true,
yeah,
scientific facts. First conditional for a probable future.
yeah.
And
Something
then
possible.
we went on to the second conditional, which is for improbable, hypothetical future, and impossible present.
Yeah.
And now the last one, the third conditional, which is for the past, which did not happen.
Yeah.
So an imaginary past, yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
So,
Thank you, Ariane, and thank you,
so
Venancio,
yeah, thank you guys. Thank you,
Peter,
Aria, Venancio,
Anna,
and Beatrice. Thank you very much.
Dada,
Yeah.
if you're still there. Thank you very much,
Okay.
guys. Have a
Okay
nice
then.
evening. Thank you, Em,
Thank you, Phil. Thank you so much, and see you. Take care.
and you. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye.